welcome to my channel and today's video. I wanted to talk to you about under eye filler and my experience. The under eye area is the first to show signs of aging, and needless to say, when I turned 41, I didn't like what I saw and I thought I would research doctors to see what my options were. I was definitely thinking it would have to be some type of a filler because Botox, for instance, it will freeze the wrinkles around your eyes, but it won't fill out any hollowness that you might have. And ever since I was a little girl, I'll show you a picture right now. I'll show you some photos. For instance, not of me, this one is a good example I found of Lindsay Lohan, where you can see that there's a definite line under the area that goes from the inner eye to the outer eye, and it's normal. That's how it's supposed to be, and that's exactly what I had. And as I got older, I feel like that disappeared somewhat, and there was more fat loss in this area, which made my cheek flat, and then it was more of a hollow. I'm gonna see if I can show you some pictures here. Okay, so this is from January 25th, and you can see some more darkness under the eyes, more so under my left eye than my right. It's not terrible. I'll show you the next photo from February 7th of 2019, and here you can see it a lot better. Under the left eye, you can see that the line and the fat loss is definitely lower than on the right hand side. So they were uneven, it was not symmetrical, and I wanted to talk to somebody about it getting it fixed. Here's another picture from April 12th of 2019, where you can see the fat loss again and the hollowness and a dimple even occurring right here on my cheeks. It was definitely not something that I was excited about every time I looked in the mirror. Another picture from July 8th, where you can see the same thing happening. And I'm showing these pictures in case anyone else out there has the same thing going on. Then you can see what my experience was and see if you would like to go through it or try more natural devices. And a big reason why I started this channel is to test out anti-aging devices and skincare products as the filler goes away and dissolves that I have right now, because I do have filler, and I don't know if I want to go through that experience again. So I can't wait to go on this journey to see what works and what doesn't and share it with you, and hopefully never have to do eye filler again. Maybe, never say never, because it just might have to happen since we all age and our gravity takes over. So here's one more picture from June 1st of 2019. And you can see, like, depending on light, or if there's a light from above, it's always gonna look more accentuated. All the faults under the eye are just gonna, look way worse than if you have natural light and light coming at you head on. So there, it didn't look so bad. And then here we go, July 22nd. Again, you can see that there's natural light coming straight at me, so it doesn't look terrible. It just looks probably a little bit flatter than what I've got going on right now. July 29th, so that was my appointment day. I found a doctor in Southern California. I was really excited. I'm like, yes, because I had gotten Botox before and I hated it and haven't gotten it since. It literally created horizontal lines under my eye. It was okay, it was good for the crow's feet, but then it forced other muscles to work, and it really created some nasty lines, horizontal lines. I call those the telltale Botox lines for someone who may not be the greatest candidate for Botox under the eye area. So I would say if you've got big hollows under your eyes, the best thing would be to not do anything under your eyes with Botox and to just stop at the crow's feet. But I also got it in my forehead, and it looked so Hollywood, and it aged me. So there are things that we do to our face that definitely age us instead of anti-aging or pro-aging, as I've heard a lot of women say, yeah, we don't want that. We want to be as natural as possible and to do whatever we can to help the texture and tone of our skin and the wrinkles that may be coming up so that they're not always on our face and just appear maybe when, you know, we smile, because that's normal. Because that's normal. We can't freeze our whole face. But anyway, here we go. July 29, 2019 was the appointment at the doctor's office. Before anything, they took before pictures. And I noticed, because I used to be a photographer, I used to be a photographer in Chicago, and I did headshots for actors and children, and in any case, they did natural light photos, or actually I should say fluorescent light photos, and they did photos with a flash, and I thought that's interesting, and I'll get to that later, why that's interesting. But they put some numbing cream on my face. I talked to the doctor a little bit. She had me bring in pictures from when I was about 20 years old to see how the fat was placed, not placed, my natural fat was in my skin before I got older and it started going away. So we talked. I felt confident that she saw the pictures and knew what she was doing. So we did the numbing cream, and then the process began. She used a micro cannula, which is used to, like, the incision is made in your cheek so that they don't have to make a million pokes and bruise you up a ton. So a micro cannula is sometimes advised, but then she also poked me a lot under the eye. And it seemed like she was focusing on the right eye more than the left, which confused me because, as you could tell from looking at the pictures, that I needed more help on the left side. I needed more help, a lot more help. So in any case, it's over. She hands me a mirror to check out what's going on and her work, and I was like, is this like how it's gonna look? And she said, well, you know, you're bruised. We started on this side. It's a little bit more bruised and swollen up right now. So just wait about 2 to 3 weeks, and then we can see what your final result is. And I was like, okay. But in the back of my mind, I was just looking in the mirror, and this eye looked pretty damn good to me, and this eye looked kind of strange. So I'm gonna show you a picture right now from July 30th of 2019. And that was a day after the procedure. And as you can tell, under my right eye seems to look pretty okay, not bad. My left eye, on the other hand, has a bunch of little lumps and bumps and ridges. It looked really strange, and she took a long time. Like, I've watched YouTube videos of under eye filler, and it seems like they go through the tear trough, and it's like, wham bam, you're done, and it looks great, and you're rejuvenated, and all's good. But for my appointment, it probably took at least half hour to 45 minutes working on my eyes. I was sweating. I was just about done. Like, I was gonna say, I'm done. I tap out, I'm done. But then she finally said she was done, because it was too much to be poked and prodded for that long. I'm actually surprised I wasn't even more bruised, but like I said, because she used the micro cannula for a lot of the stuff to put a lot of the product in, that's probably what saved me. So this next picture is also from July 30th, and it's a side view of my left eye. You can definitely see the hollowness in this picture. I didn't like it. I was pissed. This is exactly what I went in to fix, and it was like nothing ever happened. So here's the photo from July 3rd, another photo. This is a top view, and here again you can see the right eye looks pretty awesome under eye. The left side, not so much. This is a picture from August 8th, which is 8 days after the procedure, and the eyes just didn't look symmetrical. This doctor used a mix of filler, so I don't know exactly what fillers were used because it's like her formulation, and there's something in it to help with the under eye circles and the darkness. So I imagine Restylane was a part of the concoction. But in any case, you can see on the right-hand side for the August 8th photo that it did indeed look brighter under my eye, but the left eye was still dark and was still hollow. I was not a happy girl. Not a happy girl at all. especially when you pay so much money. It's literally, I cannot say how much it was because I'm embarrassed, but it was a couple of vials, 2 or 3. So you can do the math. It's a couple $1,000s probably. It was upsetting. It was upsetting when you don't get the results that you're looking for, right? So here's August 9th, 9 days after. Was not happy. Here's August 10th, 10 days after. Like, what? Not happy. So I had emailed, I told them it's been almost 2 weeks. I'm not happy with what's happening under this eye area. I would like to come in and have you check it out, and had to do a follow-up anyway. When I went in for the follow-up, they took pictures without a flash and with a flash again. So here's a picture from that day, August 26, 2019. And as you can tell, there's still something going on that may not be totally right. Now here's another picture. It's looking okay. It's looking okay from this particular picture, but when I go to August 29th, that's still a disaster in my eyes. And most offices deal with having to fix the problem and not charging you. They charged me. So look at this, August 29th. The under eye area is just not looking good at all to me. It's like, not again, not again. I do not want to drive over an hour again or complain. I don't want to complain, but if I'm not happy, I need to say something. I don't know if you can tell, but there was not just filler put under the eye area. There was filler placed like in this area, I think, which I wasn't sure why. I wasn't sure why that was happening, and I didn't realize it until we were done and I asked her. But I guess she felt that my face was a little bit too flat, and to help with separating the cheek from the under eye area, she added some filler in this area. But if you look under the right eye, it looks bumpy. Right here, it looks like there's a shelf that's happening. The left eye still has a hollow and a groove and more wrinkles. What's happening is, since there was some more filler placed in here and my face was usually flat, it like pushed up like a shelf. It created like a shelf and it pushed up the eye area, creating more wrinkles and making them deeper. That could happen. So that's a little warning. So 2 weeks after the second appointment, I called the doctor and I said I need to come in again, and I'm not paying for it this time. And I went in, I did not pay for it. They did put product only under the left eye, and that seemed to do the trick. Here's a picture from September 19th where you can see that final product, I guess you would say. Filler is just an interesting thing. You just never really know how it's going to turn out and what it's going to press onto, what new wrinkles it might create, what effect it's going to give you, and how you're used to seeing yourself. And not too long after, I noticed that the doctor's office posted a before and after picture of the work, and I'm going to show it to you right now. As you can see, the top picture is the before picture and the bottom picture is the after picture. The lighting is different for each. On the top picture, you can definitely see the hollowness and the asymmetry with the fat loss and the lines, and the bottom picture looks more symmetrical. Now this bottom picture, I believe, was from my it was from my follow-up appointment. So it had not been completely fixed yet. But the top picture was with fluorescent light from above in their office, and the bottom picture was with the flash, which blows everything out, makes it appear better, brighter, flatter, more consistent, and that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened here, and I wouldn't have known or been any wiser if I hadn't been a photographer in my past life. It does look better in the picture, but there's a little trickery involved. And will I do filler ever again? Maybe, but I'm going to let whatever's in here dissolve. It's been about a year and a half. It's been about a year and a half, and this was supposed to last 2-3 years maybe. I'm still not, there's still a shelf here that I didn't have before, and it accentuates the wrinkles under my eyes, which I'm not too happy about. and I'm looking forward to having this product dissolve naturally while I do natural anti-aging skincare and use devices and share them with you on this channel so we can see what happens to this area, to this very important area that shows major signs of aging if we do nothing about it. So I plan on doing something about it. I plan on helping you guys do something about it. I'll be posting videos every Thursday at 10 a.m. so please subscribe and follow me on this journey as I'm here to help you learn from my mistakes. See you soon.